Good morning. Happy to be here with you. If anyone out there listening doesn't know me, I'm Reverend Christy Hardwick, and I love being a member of SoulCall Global. So many good things happening in Columbus, Ohio, and around the country, and even in the world, because of the people who tune in and raise their consciousness and share from that raised consciousness and that open heart that we like to help people achieve. You've had some wonderful experience of Qigong, the wonderful experience of music, and all of that is in order to prepare us to hear and take in whatever will be in service to that higher consciousness. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about Black History Month. It happens once a year, and it is a focus that these days can bring with it a lot of tension, some upset, even some rage, because there is still inequity in our country and in our world. Sometimes the celebration gets overshadowed by that. So today, what I wanted to share was what we lovingly call the Negro National Anthem, which many of you have sung and heard. Lift every voice and sing. And the reason I want to share that is to really look at those words and notice that, like poetry and like other songs that we sing throughout the ages, they continue to have meaning for us. It continues to be important and relevant to today. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Isn't that a beautiful thought? Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, right? So this idea that our singing, whatever it is that we're singing, can be felt and heard, throughout the cosmos. The vibration of song is something that, as our wonderful Lisa Ferraro will teach, is something that vibrates and has its own energy and has its own signature. And it moves throughout the spaces where people have sung, and it even stays in the spaces where people have sung, right? So lifting every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. And it's ring with the harmonies of liberty. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. And what would the harmonies of liberty be, right? This idea that freedom itself has a feeling, has a sound, that we want to let our space, our consciousness ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Again, this idea that as we send energy and love and song and harmony into the atmosphere, it rises, it is felt, and it can be felt everywhere. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. So this idea of singing together in a way that can be heard. We pray, and we pray prayers that we know have reverberation, that have movement, that are in the infinite mind and doing their work. And songs are the same way. So what if this anthem, this idea of lifting every voice and singing till earth and heaven ring, ringing with the harmony of liberty, and let the rejoicing rise, this idea, because we rejoice in advance of the condition. We give gratitude in advance of something already being so. So we can rejoice, even if we know there's still more freedom or liberty to be found. And then the song changes the tone. It's sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Yeah. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Right? So this is a part of the song that feels to me like we're marching. Sing a song. We're going to be determined to sing this song full of the faith that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. So the dark past has taught us something, and the present is giving us hope. The dark past of the errors of slavery, the dark past of the errors of segregation, the dark past, and even yesterday of the racism that sometimes rears its ugly head and another life is taken. So we sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us, and that dark past can be hundreds of years and just days or hours old, because we have to be making ourselves new in every moment. And then sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. This idea of the present moment is where we have all of our power. The present moment is where we can re-establish things. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Facing the rising sun of a new day. Again, each day, each moment, facing that possibility of something new happening. Let us march on till victory is won. This is the idea of we continue to lean in to the good. We continue to reach for light. We continue to embody light. We continue to share light until that is what we experience. And that is the experience of everyone around us. So we never stop. We don't give up. Let me put the words on the screen. I'm going to share screen with you so you can look at these words for yourself and let them be embodied in you. I'm going to make it large so you can actually see it, and you can see me. And let's look at those words again. There's more than one verse, and most of us sing that first verse that I was singing, right? We know that one. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. And sing a song, right, the marching part, full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. But there's more verses. Stony the road we trod, in the same tune. Bitter the chastening rod. Okay, we don't often sing that part. It was a tough road, and sometimes it is a tough road for all of us, and especially for African Americans as we remember the history of the chastening rod, the idea of the beatings and things that happened when people were enslaved. It says, felt in the days when hope, unborn, had died. That expression of hope unborn had died is such a powerful image. It hadn't even had a chance to be conceived of because it was so challenging. The road was so stony, and the chastening rod was so bitter. And then yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed? And this is the idea for those of us living today, to remember what has been experienced, what has been suffered in order for us to be here. And it has taken time, and it continues to take time. But we are in a place where there is a tremendous amount of liberty and freedom. Not enough. There's still too much mass incarceration. There's still too much killing. There's still too much injustice, but we are at a place where those in the past could not have even imagined. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. The tears of my ancestors, the tears of our ancestors have watered the path. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out of the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. This idea of remembering and acknowledging all that we have been through and all that we are going through, but continuing to look for that white gleam of the bright star, that true north of unity, of equality, of connection. Yes. So we look at these verses and we look at this third verse also, because again, often in this holiday, time period, or on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, we sing Lift Up Our Voice and Sing, but only that first verse. And we just get away with looking at the dark past that it's taught us in terms of the words, but we don't get into the chastening rod or the tears that have watered the path or the blood that has been shed. And that last verse, God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. God of our weary years. God was ever present through all of this. And it was our humanity that caused the suffering. It was not God's hand in the suffering. It was not God ordained for the suffering. But God was ever present in those weary years. And God was present in the silent tears. And God allowed people to have the strength because they called on that inner well of goodness to continue and to move forward and to go toward the light. And in this beautiful anthem and song, there is a prayer to keep us forever on the path, not to let our feet stray from the places where we are in God, in consciousness, in the consciousness of love, in the consciousness of the greater light, and not having our hearts get drunk with the wine of the world and forget who we are. And sometimes the wine of the world is also the chaos of the world and the sadness of the world and the grief of the world that we see and we hear. We don't want to take that in and become intoxicated with that. We want to become intoxicated with God and love and the consciousness of unity. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. This idea of native land really speaks to that inner place, that inner plane inside of us where we know. There's that wonderful expression that Rumi shared. There's a field where there's no right or wrong, and I'll meet you there. There's no distance between us. There's no you and me. There's only one, unity. This song, this anthem, is asking us each to lift our voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty, and that we not forget who we are and what we're made of, and where we emanate from the source of life itself, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many tears are on the path. There is always and forever this beautiful consciousness of peace that lives and resides in us. And we can sing through the challenges, sing through the chaos, sing through what we see in our lives that we want to transform, what we see in others' lives that we want to see transformed. So may we hear this song differently going forward. May we hear it as a prayer. May we lift our voices and sing with the harmonies of liberty for all, and remember our place in God consciousness, in love consciousness, in peace consciousness. And may that be our way. Namaste.